All right, so here it is. We are Friday, and it's time to enjoy beer. All week, we have not had any beer. Not that I'm complaining, because you see the man sitting next to me, Ryan from SouthNorte, who makes fantastic beer. Like, I will say, some of the best beer in San Diego. But he also makes probably the best cocktails in San Diego. Canned cocktails are what we've been in all week. He introduced me to something that I wanted to save the can for so that I could show you. The Matador was one that we had on Wednesday. And it's like a pineapple mule without the ginger. It's lime, pineapple, tequila. Am I missing anything? A little bit of agave.
Yeah.
A little agave for sweetness. But that was the one that blew my mind. His margarita is quite literally better than any well margarita you'll get at any Mexican restaurant in San Diego. You could open the can, put it over ice. If rim it with salt if you want to. You have a Cadillac margarita ready to go. Mexican Mule, didn't know if I was going to like or not. Really enjoyed it. I like the balance that you have with your with all these tequila cocktails. That's the thing. They're all tequila based. I'm not really a tequila guy, but I really enjoy these. And the Paloma, you ruined me.
Thank you.
You ruined me. Absolutely ruined me. Like, I didn't know that he was supposed to have grapefruit soda instead of real grapefruit. And now that I've had the real grapefruit, the bar has been set too high.
Yeah, it's really nice.
No one is going to compare it to you. But cool thing is, all this available. I can't believe it's more readily available in Orange County.
No, just the Total Wines were easier to get up there. Down here, we've had a little hiccups, but we're getting that sorted out.
Got it. But you are in Costco. Is there like do you have like a finder on your website?
Yeah, if you go on SouthNorte.com, there's an option to put in your zip code, and it shows you every drink or beer we make and how far it is away from you. So it's pretty easy. Big finder on the website. Easy.
All right, I'm ready. And now, since we've been talking about cocktails all week, we're going to get back to where it all started with, I think this is one of the first beers that I ever had from you many years ago.
This is a fun one. This came out.
Don't get into it yet.
Oh, shoot. Okay, sorry.
We're almost there. We're almost there. I'm just killing time before this song wraps up. But you are ready to talk about this. I can tell. Actually, now is when it's firing. So if you're ready to go... I hate to say it, but it's been a week, man, and I don't really want it to end. That's the saddest part is I've been spending all week with Ryan from SouthNorte enjoying cocktails that we're getting to the beer portion of the program now.
Yeah, this is my roots.
This goes back to your roots. I mean, we could talk for a whole nother week about the beer that SouthNorte makes. And, if you missed the cocktails that we had this last week, please check out the audio on demand, check out the podcast for the Rock and Roll Happy Hour. But, yeah. By far, dude, you blew my mind with the Matador. I've never had a cocktail like that. It's like when I had a couple weeks ago, I had a transfusion for the first time. You know what a transfusion is?
It's with vodka, right?
It's vodka, grape, ginger, and lime.
Oh, yeah.
The Long Ball guys are getting ready to roll it out in October as part of is going to be their blue can for their 3 teas, their white tea, blue tea, black tea.
Oh, the golf thing.
Yeah, the whole golf thing. But man, I was like, oh man, dude, what is this transfusion? How come I have never had this in my life before? I kind of feel that about the Matador at this point. Like I'm all in on that. And man, the thing it's just to say that all your cocktails have been so well balanced. Thank you for showcasing those this week.
Thank you for having me on. This is awesome. I love sharing it, and it's been a good week.
Now let's get into a beer. I love the name of this and
Pan a Flores.
Yes, and the aroma. What is remind me because I've had this before. I remember the name. I remember the can. What is the story behind this beer?
So it's a porter base of the beer. The story is we were at a thing, I don't know what you call it. It was one of the big museum events, and we got taken back to see these special pieces of art. They told a story about San Diego. When Saint Diego came out, he was accused of stealing bread and giving it to the poor. So they had a plan of as soon as he comes out, we're going to stop this guy. So they said, hey, Saint Diego, open up your cloak, and we're going to find this bread. It actually was turned into flowers. So Pan a Flores, bread to flowers is the name. And I thought it was a really cool, funny story about San Diego that I'd never heard of, even though I'm a native here. And we took that and made some really cool can artwork for it. But I had to make a cool beer to kind of compete with the story. So it's a porter base. We use Mexican chocolate. We use cinnamon. We use cajeta, which is goat milk caramel.
Oh.
Very, very interesting. And a touch of cinnamon. Did I say cinnamon already?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's chocolate, cinnamon, coffee. Oh, the coffee is the thing. So it's got a little bit of Oaxacan coffee in this thing. This is last year's, so the coffee is not as bright and bold, but it's really complex. The best thing about this, we got to the final table at the World Beer Cup this year. Didn't medal with it, But when I got those notes back, I knew the judges liked it. So
Dude,
that was enough.
This is next level. I was really expecting it to be, with all the ingredients, like really dark and murky. You hold this up to the light, you could see it's almost amber.
It's clear. It's got that real nice kind of mahogany note. You can see the little red notes to it, but it's nice and chocolatey. A little bit of that cinnamon, a hint of it is there. You get a little bit of the coffee, even though it's fading over from last year's batch. So this will come out again in October.
It's like you were reading my mind. I was going to say, if this is last year's batch, when do I get my hands on this year's?
We should have it right there, right before our Halloween, so we'll have it through the holidays of Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Dude, this is a definite holiday table beer. Like, I can't imagine with the coffee being fresher. This is aged really well since it's almost a year in the can.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow. Like I said, man, right here makes next level San Diego beer. Brian, thank you so much for being here this week. You've introduced me to a whole new world of cocktails, reminded me of why I loved this beer the first time you poured it out for me. What are we going out with on a Friday?
Oh, man. When I was a freshman in high school, I got in a little trouble and had to stay home for a few days, and I fell in love with this record from Metallica. So here we go.
I think all of us have been grounded and had to listen to this on repeat. At least all of us Gen Xers, all of us Xennials, maybe some of the millennials. You understand. Next week, I've booked somebody. I just don't remember who the hell it is at this point. I've had beer, and it's Friday. I will see you next Friday.